Houston-based artist. I create mixed media, artwork, murals, and I'm also an educator. My work consists of native motifs and portraits of women from different cultures around the world, always embodying women, celebrating women, the female, empowering women, and this particular piece I'm working on for the show is a portrait of Sandra Bland, where I'm using a lot of mixed media materials that I've collaged. I use brown paper bag, acrylic paint, gold leaf, rust, and I'm hoping that it comes across in a way that captures the audience and tells a story about Sandra Bland and what the tragedy of her death has meant to the African American population. And I hope that it continues to impact others so that we can do something about police brutality, violence, and these mysterious deaths that continue to happen. Thank you.
My name is Romeo Robinson, and I'm one of the 8 artists that are exhibiting during this exhibition. First of all, I'd like to say thank you, and I feel honored to be one of the artists that are part of this exhibition. My work usually has to do with a general theme that I've been working under on the backs of others. This has to do more with our heritage, with our culture, and the fact that we do and do not sometimes pass this on to our offspring. What I'd like to see is us pass all this on, all our knowledge and our learning and progress on to our children, so that maybe one day they'll pass them on as well. Pieces of my work also has to do with how we feel about ourselves as people, especially women. So a lot of my work has to do with uplifting young ladies, making them feel good about themselves, making them feel good about their hair, making them feel good about their looks, our size, our shape, all the things we don't get an opportunity to see on TV, and I think has a detrimental effect on us. So since I don't own a TV station, I try to do it through my art, and I try to have positive images of us, and hopefully that's passed on as well.
My name is Vernon James. I go by the artist name Vernon Akili. I am inspired by street art and anime, to name a few things. Primarily my work is mixed media. On the surface of my work, I create usually a portrait of African American woman. My process for creating my portrait is to use a hatching style that attempts to mimic muscle fibers or follow what I would say the flow of how that individual's face is. Also, in my work, I use what is called wheat paste, kind of bringing me back into my street artness. The wheat paste is there to bind together the different medias that I'm using to create multiple layers. And what I would like people to see within my work is that even at times when you believe something is not beautiful, beauty can still be found.
My name is Blake B. My art is a personal look at what being an artist is to me. on a religious level, on a monetary level, seeing as how as African Americans at one point and still sometimes today we're considered black gold. All the different ways that we're referred to, whether it be black as a color, slave as a form of occupation. And honestly, I still feel like we are in that position. I like to call it free range slavery. And the way religion plays into that, whether it be any religion that we choose or one that's put upon us. Give a shout out to a major part of my art career, Dr. Curtis Watson, my college professor, who taught me things that I didn't even know I had learned from him until I come across him in life.
Hello, I'm Farrah Lynch, and my pieces in this exhibit deal with the idea of understanding our place and position in America in this new era and under this new administration. For me, I wanted to address the idea of coming off of a two-term administration where we had our first black president here in this country, and how in that moment we as black Americans were excited, to have Barack Obama be this guy who we felt would change everything for us. And so in thinking about that, I was thinking about how in that moment we had ideas of liberation, of being free, and I guess there was limitless potential there. And then coming at the end of that and realizing that we really hadn't progressed much, and then moving into a new administration where it seems like things are really going back, dramatically to a place where, a place in time where we really understood our place, and that being subjugated. Being subjugated to the point of servitude, of not having a voice, of not being free. And so these pieces deal with what does that look like today? If we're stepping back into this realm where we are essentially under rule where, there are laws and legislation passed that are hindering our progress, the progress we never had, we thought we had in one administration, and we know we really are not going to get in this administration. What does that look like? And for me, that meant that celebration was over. And so I wanted to use, the Black liberation colors because, most of us know that, that is a symbol that kind of, it's Pan-Africanism, and it speaks to this idea of, recognizing who we are around this world, and those colors being, a symbol and a unification of that idea and what that means for us. And so I wanted to use those colors for that purpose, and using the balloons, deflated balloons in a way to say that maybe those ideas of freedom and liberation are completely over at this point. In addition to that, the subjects in my pieces are wearing bow ties, and American bow ties. They're flanked with, the imagery of the American flag. And I think that we struggle with this idea of having patriotism in a country that doesn't respect us. What does patriotism look like in a country where we're second-class citizens? And to me, that translates as servitude. And so the bow ties, in a way, kind of reflect that idea. And then overall, I chose to do the canvases in red, white, and blue, just as a representation of being in Texas, and Texas being that place over there, where we possibly as African Americans here in this state have, what are we thinking in terms of, this patriotism, this new America, our liberation. And what does that mean for us here in this place, especially in a state that is renowned for its subjugative practices, you know? And so that's essentially what this exhibit and what my pieces are about in this exhibit.
My name is Christie Leday. My photography is about simply just being present. I just like to capture people in their surroundings, whether it be in neighborhoods, at church, just in their elements, being who they are. So it's just about being present, seeing and being engaged with people at the moment, and I think that's how I'm able to capture what I capture.
My name is Lakita Costner, and I'm a printmaker based in Houston. For this show, I really wanted to bring in my fascination with the elements and principles of design. I wanted my viewer to engage into my work. I wanted them to see the layers, the elements, the intricate detail that I had worked by hand carving every detail. I really wanted to push my engagement through my Shinkolay papers and through my elements and principles. I was demanding for the viewer to actually look into my work and look at my work and question, what is she doing? Like, what does this mean? The new series of work that I'm bringing to the table is transitioning from my Fragments of Chaos series into my new series, Stop Reminding Me I'm Black. It's just for me being vulnerable and for the viewer to engage and put their self into my artwork and question, have I ever been in that situation? Have I ever been stereotyped or put into a certain category that I can't get out of just because the color of my skin?
My name is Mack Bishop III. I am a student and product of John Bigger School of Art at Texas Southern University, came out 2007. What I feel about Over There Someplace is while I'm looking around, I'm coming in and seeing the process and how the show is coming together, and I can say it moves me spiritually. You know, I feel like I'm being reborn into a new consciousness of what I am witnessing in this space. And all of the people and what they contribute to this space, it embodies the essence of who we are as a people. And I am moved, you know, beside myself, you know, to see some of the things that are going on. And I'm hoping that the work that I am doing from my Nubian Kingdom collection series will effectively complement and I guess you could say accentuate certain attributes to the show in order to, you know, give that reinforcement of what's spiritually and naturally already accomplished. But I can tell you it's really an overwhelming show for me to see the way things are coming together. It's a relationship I'm hoping that we can all build on together. So, you know, you guys get a chance to come and see this show. If you do not, you're missing a truly profound experience.
We would like to welcome you to Over There Someplace.
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 Over there someplace.